I was just about to make myself some lunch and I grabbed a knife, and it got me thinking about weapons and defending ourselves with weapons. And I wanted to go through something really quickly. I'm not a big fan of weapons. I think these are the best weapons we can have. Rather than fumbling around for something around nearby in our bedside table or in our handbag or under the car seat in the glove box, rather than trying to find that little item that we stashed away for this special, very highly stressful moment, use these. These are right there. Use these. Whatever. Use your knees, use your feet, use your elbows. These are always with us. They're not at the bottom of our handbag. We don't have to fumble around for them. Just rip in, all right? However, a lot of us were taught when we were young by our mums generally, walking from the office to the car, walking from the car to the house, have your key out. Have your key out, don't just have it sitting out like this, have it tucked between your fingers. So somebody comes at you, you can stab them. You've got a little knife here. I'm not a fan of that. It's not the best thing to go with, all right? I've had plenty of students say, yeah, but I'm not going to stab somebody in the chest with it or whatever, I'm going to stab them in the eye. It's not very accurate. Trying to get this into somebody's eye, just get this into somebody's eye. It's much easier to find a target. You can move it around. You've got 5 of them right there. Also this, when it does hit something, it tends to go back into our hand a bit, all right? It doesn't just go straight into your face or your chest or whatever. There's bone there, and it actually pushes back into our hand. Coming through here. So if you're lucky, you might, there's only 2.5 centimeters there anyway. If you're lucky, you might get like 1 centimeter into somebody's skin. They're pumped up. They've got adrenaline running. They're barely going to feel that. If it's in their eyeball, they're going to feel it. But again, this will do the same job. But I don't want you to throw it away. Don't go throwing away your keys. I don't want you to throw away the idea of walking around them if that gives you confidence. If it's what you've always done, if it's a habit, don't be thinking, oh, shit, all right, that's a bad thing. I'm going to get rid of it. Don't think of it as a bad thing. Go with it, but rather than having it sticking here like this, have it carried like this with a finger behind it. If you've got teeth on your key, we want to be ripping down like that. If you've got a car key more like this nowadays, which is blunt all the way around, put an extra key on your key ring. Find an old door key if there's no such thing around, something that's got a serrated edge. Rather than trying to jab, have your finger behind it and rip. It does a whole lot more. This was heightened to me the other day. I was using a bread knife. If I'm going to cut up tomatoes, I'm going to do it with this. If I'm going to cut up onions, I'm going to do it with this. If I'm going to stab somebody, yeah, I'm going to do it with this. But I'm not going to carry this around with me. This will be just plain dangerous in my pocket, dangerous for me. Who knows what will get cut off. I was cutting up some bread knife, straight across my finger, and it's horrible, all right? It's not that it does a whole lot more damage, it's not that there's a whole lot more blood coming out, but the person that gets cut is very aware that they have just had their skin ripped open, all right? We can get stabbed by one of these and not even know we've been stabbed. We can get sliced by one of these. It's so clean, it's so sharp, you don't even feel it. Whack this in to somebody's chest, it's going to go in 1 centimeter. They might not even know it's happened until 20 minutes later when they look down and there's blood all over them. They're not going to stop doing what they're doing, all right? Get this, rip somebody's skin, whether it's across their face, across their chest, across their hand. If they've got their hand on you, rip open the back of their hand. They're going to know about it straight away. We don't like having our skin ripped apart. So 2 things. One, don't worry about weapons. Don't worry about getting that key out unless it's a habit already. These are with you all the time. These might be a lot more blunt, you think, than a metallic key, but I can stick this in your eye. I can stick this one in your eye. If you move your eye, I can go there wherever your eye is. I can get there really quickly. I can screech up into someone's face, coming up here, and I start moving around. It's still easier to get there. I turn my face around here, I can get my hand back into somebody's, I'm getting into my own eye, but still. This is a whole lot harder if I'm trying to reach around, and if I'm determined that I'm going to hurt somebody with this, it just becomes a burden for me to try to get this where I want to be. Use these. However, if this is what you've been told and this is a habit, I don't want you to throw out what makes you confident. Confidence is the most important thing in defending ourselves, all right? Don't say, shit, I always thought that was good, I need to chuck it out. Stick to the habit if you want to, but just move it from here to here, all right? Walk to the front door with your key ready to go, but with it out like this, and rip if we need to. Nasty.